Hi guys, how are you? Um, I'm just making another video because I don't want to, but I have to. Uh, so I'm just being brutally attacked with something that I think is a biowarfare that you would inhale, but not everyone can detect it. I don't know. Sometimes maybe it has a smell, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it's control vaccines that you breathe it in, it gets to your brain, in your cells, and then you're completely controlled. Uh, I think this is weapon of mass destruction, and there are terrorists, and this is where it comes in. I don't like conspiracy theories and stuff like that, uh, but when documents say, uh, and people who worked for the agencies, they're actually like the ISIS or Mossad or this is just an extension of CIA because they have to create terrorism to fight it. After, you know, like 1990, 1989, whatever, the intelligence agencies had no job. They had to change what they have to do. So they had to create something new in order to keep up because there are all those fucking useless agents doing fuck or nothing. They are still doing fuck or nothing, but now they have fake jobs to do, which is why MI5 doubled their budget in 2003 and tripled their headcount. Uh, it's my experience, and that's just my personal experience. And I wish I was mentally ill, but unfortunately I'm not. And I had psychological evaluation lasting like a half of a day. And the worst thing the person who did it could analyze of me is that I have like a slight distress starting, which I would have to deal with. I was like, really? Do I? Yeah, I think I do. So unfortunately, I'm not mentally ill, because that would be way easier. I would just go to a fake psychiatrist, whatever. That's not the point. The point is that my personal experience is that I was first, when it started this whole experience of targeting, first I just noticed weird sounds, like someone would talk to you, but first I thought it was the neighbors. But then it wasn't the neighbors because slowly it started when I was going out, and I was like, who's talking to me? That's just weird. And of course, first I thought I'm going crazy, but I didn't take drugs. I don't drink alcohol, so I was like, okay, maybe it's mental illness. But then I was like, no, it doesn't. Like mental illness, schizophrenia, which is bullshit anyway. Uh, it was a perfect speech. Like people, you can clearly hear their voices. They talk to you. Schizophrenia doesn't work. It's not like that. And obviously I started to research, and then I was really scared because I found gang stalking, and that's scary when you hear it first. And then I found voice to Ska, and I was like, oh my fucking god, yes, that's what it was. I wasn't going crazy. However, there were a lot of fucked up neighbors who actually did it, like, and there were similar people like Myron May, bless his soul, who's a shooter, but what they don't report is that he was a targeted individual, tortured for years by people who actually knew him. How fucked up that is. Uh, and he reported the same. I know I won't. If you Google Myron May, you know what happened, and it's really tragic. Uh, I hope now he's in peace because he was a really nice guy, a completely normal, intelligent person. Uh, a waste, seriously. But anyway, he reported as well that he started to notice that when he goes to the toilet, uh, people upstairs or downstairs are commenting, "Oh my god, he's at the toilet again." Same fucking exact thing happened to me many times in my hometown Esztergom, where I lived, in Hungary, in London as well. But it's always the most fucked up people who are paid to be gang stalkers, who just got out of prison, or were too stupid to get or keep a job. They're fucking alcoholics or whatever. So Intel thinks that okay, we can use them for that shit because they crazy anyway. You can just say mentally ill if they will be exposed. So I was targeted by a lot of them, and first it scared me like hell because like I wasn't aware of this whole program. I wasn't aware that I'm not the only one. I didn't know that there are 6 million people tortured fucking worldwide. uh, Today, of course, I have a lot of friends. I know people, and we are fighting this criminality. But back then I was scared. So there were times when I went to the bar to drink just so I can get away from that shit. And that starts like a whole process of spiraling down because you are scared. You don't know what's happening. But I knew because I always loved psychology. Well, not studying, not in school, but I was learning psychology just at home because I like it. So I knew that if it was a mental illness in my brain, like I went to therapy before because I wanted to. Like I went to therapy because I felt that I wasn't assertive enough. So I thought, okay, and I'm gonna go to therapy, so I can be more confident. So I did that. So I was always self-aware that if there was something wrong with my brain, then I would uh, I would know where to go and I would go myself. So I knew that this is not mental illness. And then the gang stalking started. Like people started to follow me, and it's just it's scary in the first now. If you start to follow me, you are fucking lucky if I don't punch you in the fucking face. But for sure I'm gonna record you and put you on YouTube in a second. Uh, yeah, and then uh, I remember I was so scared. Like I was in London, I was tortured at home really badly. I think I lived with gang stalkers on Wood Green and Turpinch Lane, where I lived there. Uh, Hungarian gang stalkers, or members for some fucking Nazi group, whatever. There's like white rolls in the UK and shit like that. I don't know. Uh, and there I was targeted really badly. Uh, I think back then I still didn't know directed energy weapons. Uh, and I remember that I was too scared to be at home. Uh, so I would go to hotel room just so I can sleep. But there the torture was even worse because the fucking agents or gang, I don't know, but actually I saw them. I heard them talking, and I saw them as they left the room because I looked out. There's the little thing on the door in the hotel, so you can look out, and I actually saw them, and I actually read their mouth to what they said. So I saw the fucking gang stalkers, and that happened many times in hotel rooms. Then the directed energy weapons in my head started. They shot my brain, and then the voice to skull was even more. Like it started to be non-stop like it is now, and they turned to synthetic telepathy, and then they started to infect me with biowarfare, uh, and that's what they do now. So they would infect you with something, you will breathe it in, or if there's a drone, like a camouflage drone, like really high up, almost in space, kind of, and they shooting a directed energy weapon beam at you, that beam will contain a lot of shit from almost outside of space. That sounds crazy, but it does, because when it's firing from that sphere or whatever you call it. That microwave beam will contain something. So you're not just gonna be shot with microwave beams. There is gonna be something in it. So there's that, and then they pump your room with gas. You breathe it in, and then you start to feel weak. You start to feel that you cannot think. When you wanna go and train, you just can't get it right. If you keep training, you're gonna be, you get voice to skull, so you cannot focus, or at least that's what happens to me. And then, once they infect you with biowarfare, they can make you a target for intel. So because they can say, well, you are dangerous, you may contain something that is dangerous, or but they don't know, the fucking morons in MI5 or MI6, those idiots. Or maybe they do, I don't know, but I don't think, because they are like genuinely good people there. I think I would assume that most agents are good people. So they don't know why they are following you, and also gang stalkers, they cannot know why they're following you, why they're targeting you, why they have the chat on their phone. They cannot know that. So I mean, they know why they have a chat because they're terrorists, but the, who are you or why they are targeting you, they don't know, because they cannot know. They cannot know the program. They cannot know that they are the criminals. They think that I'm the criminal, right? But I filed a lawsuit. I went to every police station in existence. I I made my case public. So yeah. But anyway, that's all for now.